I just wanted to thank Ivy Nicole again for having me on her show. Definitely check her out if you're curious to hear the rest of the conversation. Technology went kaput.
Happy Thursday. What's up, everybody? You are tuned in to another week with Ivy Nicole, and this is She Evolves. I am live here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's Ivy Nicole, NICHOLE. Y'all don't forget that H. If that's too much, just go to ivynicole.com and you can follow me across all social media platforms. So today we are actually going to kind of like get into maybe a controversial, unorthodox type of conversation, if you will. We are going to actually hit on mental health and spirituality, the whole religious aspect behind mental health, what it looks like. Where is the balance? Is there a balance? Should there be a balance? Can you lean towards one side more than the other? What do we do? Like, do we pray or do we take meds, or can we do both? I want to know. So today, I am not the expert in this, so it is only right for me to bring in my girl Z from Lenore's Light.
Hi, everybody.
So for those that don't know you, just kind of, how we do. We got to get all of your business so people know who you are, how to follow you, all that good stuff.
Yeah, so first off, thank you for having me. I always love sharing this space with you. But my name is Zenobia, or Z, as she said, with Lenora's Light. All social media is Lenora's Light 313 or at Lenora's Light 313. Website for like scheduling and things like that, or appointments, is www.lenoraslight.org. The about me. So I am a licensed social worker.
Yeah.
Yeah, who has her private practice. But I'm also a spiritualist or spiritual worker. So, like, I do readings. A lot of times I am sent people who are leaders or trailblazers in their families or in their community. And I kind of help them or walk with them through that fog. I do want to say, like, I am not the expert, because when we talk about true spirituality, you, the individual, you are the true expert, right? Even when it comes to your mental health, because you are with yourself 24/7. Anyone that you cross paths with, whether it's a priestess, priest, spiritualist, doctor, social worker, nurse, like whatever, they are experts in their field, in their like focus, right? But when it comes to you and your life and your health, you know what you like, don't like, you know how you react to certain things. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you for that, Z. Sometimes I don't even know where to really start, because it's like I think your practice is just so unique.
Oh,
Um, in an awesome way. I want to add that, because when we do talk about spirituality, I remember when I first got into the game, it was religiously preoccupied, right? And that was typically a very common term that was thrown around,
yeah.
religiously preoccupied, right? Oh,
Yeah.
this person not attending groups because he in the quiet room praying, right? Not
Yeah.
taking into consideration the culture behind, like, yo, it's 12 o'clock, I gotta pray. Like, I'm not abandoning group, but I have to honor God first.
Yeah.
Um, but again, a lot of clinicians, doctors will, you're religiously preoccupied, bro. Unspecified psychosis, right? These are the labels that you're getting. I have to fast. Um,
Yes.
Schizophrenia, right? A lot of folks are diagnosed as being paranoid schizophrenia, delusional, hallucinations, because they put God or whoever they may believe in over mental health.
Yeah, I was just jotting the notes because you were making some good points. So, we actually met at a psychiatric facility that we work together, demons away. So let me say this too. Not only do I work in both worlds, right? Or work to combine the different worlds, mind, body, and spirit, right? But I live it. I live it every day. So I see and hear in spirit. I have dreams, things like that. And it can be challenging for patients because there are patients that I have met that were telling the truth, right? And that's part of why I left the psychiatric facility, and I used to work in the emergency department, and there were people where psychiatrists would mock patients. They would mock them, right? Or the one that is well known for certain shots, right? Would tell patients that, oh, well, God says you have to take your medication and things like that, right? And then you got the patient that's allergic to it. All these different dynamics. But both can be true. Like a person can have like a schizoaffective disorder or a psychosis, even paranoia, but they can also be in tune with spirit. And they may be being guided by their spirit guides or spirit team to do certain things. Like I give, sometimes I'm guided to fast, and then sometimes they fuss at me for not eating. Well, when you're depressed or when you're anxious, you're not hungry oftentimes, or you overeat, right? So both can be true. Yeah.
Okay, so for the folks that's watching, let's break down this psychosis and schizoaffective.
Yeah, so psychosis, or as you mentioned, unspecified psychosis, is kind of like that. We'll do it this way. So DSM, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't have all the stickers. So I am not going to, just for other clinicians that may watch, I'm not going to try to, we have an hour together, and there's a lot that we usually end up unpacking together when I was on your show last time, right? So I'm not going to go word for word for each thing. But psychosis or schizophrenia, there's often some form of hallucinations, whether it's auditory, visual, visual. Sometimes people have tactile or feeling, and other things too. With the paranoia, that's where a lot of people, especially in the Black community, they are afraid of those who have different variations of schizoaffective or schizophrenic disorders because they assume that they are dangerous when many times they're actually not dangerous, when they're taking care of themselves and things like that. But the paranoia or the voices will tell them that they are in danger. And just because you have voices that are threatening you or telling you you're in danger, it doesn't mean you're schizophrenic either. I have encountered many different things, including like cousin dropped off the couch. Mind you, I was already told that to watch out, like check on her, right? I had dreams and visions about her, had family check on her, and there was actually something wasn't right. She actually did need support, right? And then I took a couch from her. Well, that night I didn't do my cleansing and protection work, and it doesn't always have to be these fancy spells or rituals, but at least like clearing it, praying over it, holy water, holy oil, whatever. I did none of that. And my dog wouldn't get on the couch, and what happens in the scary movies, right? When the animals don't want to be around. Well, I just assumed it was Angel having an attitude because she's sassy about me getting rid of her favorite couch. Well, I woke up in the middle of the night to something choking me, right? So just because you feel you are in danger or something's telling you you're